Hey you guys, so today I wanted to talk about my 5 tools and tips for keeping your blood sugars stable. So these are what I've been using during pregnancy because in pregnancy it's super important to have really tight control of your sugars. But these 5 tools can actually be applied to everyday type 1 life, so I wanted to share them. So my first tool is to stay hydrated. So dehydration leads to less water in the body, which means higher blood sugar concentrations within your blood. So when we're hydrated, everything just tends to work better anyway, so it's a good idea to stay hydrated. But having more water in your body allows for lower concentrations of those blood sugars within your blood. So I try to shoot for half of my body weight in ounces as a minimum. So say you weigh 130 pounds. So you want to shoot for like 65 to maybe 75 ounces of water a day, just to make sure that you are keeping your body super hydrated. My second tip is to treat your lows with only 15 grams of carb, which is like one of the most challenging things to do. I personally know that when I'm going low, all I want to do is like eat an entire bag of chips and then like the rest of the kitchen. If you can, when you're low, stick to just like a 15, maybe 30 if you're really, really low carbs, and then wait for your sugars to come back up. Or if you are going to eat way more than that 15 to 30 gram carbs of sugar when you're low, make sure you're giving yourself a little bit of a correction, because otherwise you're just gonna shoot way high. One thing that I found super helpful with this 15 carb rule is like buying packaged food or packaged drinks that are close to that 15 grams of carb, and then only eating or drinking that and then walking away. That way, like, you know you got your 15 carbs, you don't overconsume, and then you can like stop yourself without having to go overboard. So my third tip, which has been super important during pregnancy as I started to get into a little bit more insulin resistance, but it really can apply to any diabetic, is to pre-bolus a minimum of 15 minutes before eating. So that's how long it takes for insulin to really start to work in your body. So if you're just taking insulin and then eating right away, that food is going to start being absorbed and your blood sugar is going to start to rise long before the insulin ever starts to work. So dose before you eat, so you give that insulin time to start working in your body, and then as the carbs are absorbed, the insulin is also absorbed and you don't have such a big spike. My fourth tip, which has also been really important during pregnancy, is to dose and then wait for my blood sugars to start trending down. This really works if you have Dexcom only, but is to give my insulin dose and wait till my blood sugars maybe start to trend down to eat. That way I know the insulin has started to absorb and I know that it's ready to work and I won't have a spike, hopefully, from the carbs or the food that I'm about to eat. So my last and fifth tip is to move your body when you're high. So sometimes if you have high blood sugars, you can give correction dose after correction dose and it just seems like it's like water you're basically putting into your body. It's just like not working and not working. Sometimes all you need is to just go out and go for a walk or do 30 squats or whatever. Just get your body moving when your sugars are high, because that is a almost guaranteed way to start bringing those sugars down. Movement can help increase your insulin sensitivity, which is why it works so well. When you start moving, that insulin tends to get to your cells and let more blood sugar in because your cells need that energy. So that helps lower your blood sugar more readily than just giving another correction dose. Even if your sugars are high and it's like the middle of winter and you can't go outside for a walk or something, even just like getting up off the couch and doing like 30 jumping jacks and 30 squats or something is going to help get things in your body moving and hopefully help that insulin start to work that's already in your system and get your blood sugars back down to a normal, stable range. So these are the 5 tips that I've been using during pregnancy, but they really can apply to any diabetic at any time. So I hope they are helpful for you. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Please subscribe to my channel so that you see more videos to come.